Howdy, my name's Cloudy. Welcome back to the channel. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't check out my last video, make sure to check out my past video. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe if you like your stay over here. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoy your time watching my videos and my insight on what I think should happen in Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Today, we got a video from Everything Always. Avengers Doomsday 5 main characters revealed. So it's gonna be 5 main characters.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka All Fires. Now, for a film in Avengers Doomsday that already has over 27 confirmed cast announcements is more than likely to double by the time we reach the next announcement and could actually get closer to 100 heroes when all is said and done. There is surely only...
Bro. Y'all remember when they was talking about ground level movies for Spider-Man stuff? Bro. They saying the Avengers movie is gonna probably have over 100 characters, bro. What's street level about that, bro? I really don't think these movies are gonna be less than like 2 hours or 3 hours long, bro. They're gonna be more than about 2 to 3 hours. They're gonna be between 2 and 5 hours long, bro. Every movie that's about to come out from Marvel right now, bro, is gonna be between 2 and 4 hours long, bro. These movies are gonna be long as a motherfucker, bro. But it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope because that actually does show that they're taking their time with the story. They're not trying to leave things out. They're trying to put in as much as they can while making the story complete, which means the movie is gonna be a lot longer. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing. It seems like they're not trying to cut corners. They're trying their best to not cut corners, but at the same time, not waste our time with things that they feel like they don't need to waste our time with. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things some people may know about a certain character already. They may not bring that up if a lot of people already know. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure they have
some key important characters, and rather not everybody can have a meaningful arc and dialogue. There simply isn't enough room in either of these films, and even if they do make them 3 hours each. That being said, an industry insider has revealed what 5 key characters Avengers Doomsday is set to follow with their arcs and through at least this first part of the ending of the multiverse saga as we approach Secret Wars. We're going to break down who those 5 characters are, what they mean to the story, and what most likely their role is to play in this upcoming Avengers film. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribing lately and helped grow the channel. You guys are amazing, and we are growing. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribing lately and helped grow the channel. You guys are amazing. We are growing again at an insane rate. If you haven't already, I would just kindly invite you to do so. It's the #1 thing you can do to support us as content creators. Plus, it'll enter you for all the giveaways. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this is the latest according to one of the newer Twitter scoopsters on the scene, so take that as you will. They haven't quite established the track record as say some of the others have, like My Time to Shine Hello. Still, with moderate reverence, these are the 5 characters they say will be the main characters, and what we mean by that is if you were to have a graph for the amount of screen time a character gets by the amount of dialogue they have, and then thusly how important they are to the film based on those 2 metrics, these are probably going to be the characters who are on screen the most and talking the most. Doesn't mean...
All right, before he tells us, this will make a difference if they are all on the same team. Or, bro, I just thought, before I even say that, what if all these characters, each one of them are from different universes? Not gonna lie, bro, that'll be dope. Because then we'll get to see different point of views. And the point of views will be from different universes, like how they seen what happened, went down from their perspective. You know what I'm saying? I think the characters are going to be Anthony Mackie, Dr. Doom, Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Thor, and Doctor Strange. Yep.
We won't see tons of other characters in meaningful interactions. It just means that the plot will revolve heavily around these 5. The first of which is obviously Doctor Doom, and in the category of the amount of screen time or dialogue that he's going to have, just imagine you don't pay Robert Downey Jr. $150 million for 2 films and not make him a central part of everything going on. And he's obviously the main antagonist, or from his point of view, protagonist that's pushing the entire plot forward for Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. And shoot, the 5th movie's named after him if you needed more of an indication of just how much screen time and dialogue he's going to have. Plus, let's all keep in mind, in all seriousness, even with a quick post-credit scene that's rumored to be at the end of Fantastic Four that won't even show his face, he will literally have less of an introduction than Thanos had. They have a lot of ground to make up in Avengers Doomsday, setting the scene for who and what Doctor Doom is. Now, speaking of who and what Doctor...
So I'm thinking if they gonna show only a little intro, like a little introduction for Doctor Doom in Fantastic Four, bro, they most likely gonna cover his story in Avengers Doomsday, because that's his movie. When you really think, I mean, the shit Doomsday, you know what I'm saying? It's his movie. So we're probably gonna hear more about Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday as opposed to Fantastic Four. It's just, he probably gonna get introduced in the Fantastic Four stuff, because if I remember correctly, Doctor Doom was he was like a part of the space team that went and end up, you know what I'm saying? He was a part of the Fantastic Four space team when they were humans. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how it was shown to us in the past movie. So I'm guessing they gonna probably still ping from that in some sort of way, maybe. But I mean, he is from a different universe though. So he has his own Fantastic Four in that universe, I'm pretty sure. Which might not be Pedro Pascal's Fantastic Four team. It might be I forgot the other dude, but we saw him. I'm gonna put the picture up. It might be his Fantastic Four team. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's way too many characters, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It sometimes get confused, bro, but stay with me. You know what I'm saying?
So much of his role in the stories is based on the duality between him and his obsession with Reed Richards. So although Pedro Pascal's Reed Richards will be again one of the newer characters introduced right here at the end of the multiverse saga, when 2 prominent characters, say like Yelena Belova or Sam Wilson's Captain America, have been around for quite a long time, and from the very beginning of the multiverse saga, still Reed Richards' duality with Doctor Doom is simply too important to Doctor Doom's story not to have Reed Richards be a main part of the story too. And according to this industry,
so the Doctor Doom is going to be from Pedro Pascal's universe. Like I said, remember how I was saying Doctor Doom was a part of their team or whatever when when they were all human or whatever, right? And then when he got his powers, he turned evil. At least that's what they showed in the other Fantastic Four movies. You know what I'm saying? So so he's going to be from the same universe. They from the 816 universe or something like, bro. The numbers is, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, they gotta start putting like colors or something. I don't know, bro. This is getting harder. Remember all the numbers and stuff like that. Y'all gotta help your boy out.
Insider, you know Reed Richards will be the second character on the list as far as the 5 main characters. It's not exactly clear whether or not these are ranked by how important they are, but it's so crazy to see 2 brand new characters, both of which haven't officially been introduced to the MCU yet outside of a couple of trailers, and yet they're 2 of the biggest 5 characters in the upcoming Doomsday and
I can see why Reed Richards would be, because
now, number 3 he has on the list is Sam Wilson's Captain America.
I got Dr. Doom and Sam Wilson,
right, bro. Cap 4 maybe should have been Sam Wilson recruiting his new Avengers team instead of having that happen off screen, and we maybe got a little more acquainted with the Thunderbolts version of the Avengers during the Thunderbolts film. But with every update we had over the last couple of years talking about the big 3 or the big 5 for these upcoming Avengers movies, Sam Wilson's Captain America was always a part of it, whether it was Spider-Man and Shang-Chi.
So he assembled his team off screen, bro? That's messed up, bro. I wanted to see him assemble his team. You know what I think, bro? I really do think they should have made a Captain America Brave New World Part 2. I really do. They probably would have called the movie The New Avengers. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why they was hinting at it, like, this team right here is going to branch out the new Avengers, like, going to be the startup of the new groups of Avenger teams, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? I really do think they should have had a second Brave New World for Sam Wilson, bro. Especially knowing that he was going to create his own Avengers team, bro. He should have got a second movie. And I honestly feel like in that second movie, they could have showed more of the Red Hulk. Somebody in the comments, I forgot bro's name, but I remember, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro was saying he wished that Red Hulk got shown more because he barely got any screen time. And it was like, why show the Red Hulk if he really ain't gonna be doing much? You know what I'm saying? But then that makes me think they got plans for bro in the future movies coming up, because I'm pretty sure old boy is still, I'm calling him Han Solo, bro, because that's how I remember bro. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my heroes, Han Solo. You know what I'm saying? Han Solo is still Red Hulk, bro. I'm pretty sure. So I'm thinking they're gonna use that probably in the next few movies, especially if everybody know he's the Red Hulk. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking maybe Doctor Doom might even try to come and use him, knowing that he can't control the Hulk. You know what I mean? He might even try to come in. You know, I really feel like they deserved a little bit more, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. So I agree with bro comment. You know what I mean?
Shuri's Black Panther and Shang-Chi. It was also always Sam Wilson's Captain America. For an Avengers film that doesn't have an Iron Man, and for these two Avengers teams that are most likely going to merge, it seems like Sam Wilson's Cap would be the likely leader, even though Yelena Belova feels like she's leading the Thunderbolts, or is that Bucky? Sort of hard to tell from this point of view, but still, it'll all be underneath Sam Wilson's Cap as one Avengers team. That being said, keep in mind, Sam Wilson never wore the mantle of Captain America too long in the comics, and I'm wondering if Anthony Mackie doesn't make it out of Doomsday or Secret Wars, as this may be the end of the Sam Wilson storyline. Speaking of the end of the storyline,
black guy always gotta die, bro.
Of Thor and Chris Hemsworth return, he posted what seemed like a heartfelt goodbye to the role because of how much past tense he used. We talked about that here at the channel, but now industry insiders in the wake of him basically saying goodbye to the character have continued to confirm that there's a Thor 5 in development for after the multiverse saga has concluded without Taika Waititi. So a little hard to tell what in the world is happening there, whether or not they're going to kill off Thor and this will be the end of his story, or if he's going to show up in Avengers Secret Wars and beyond. Still, given the fact that he was number one during the cast announcement, it looks likely he'll be one of the top 5 characters the story's going to revolve around.
Bro, I know my stuff, bro. Y'all can't tell me I don't, bro. Subscribe to your boy Cloudy Comics, bro. I had a feeling he might be a main character due to the fact that his brother Loki is a main character, bro. Whether he's a main character because the writers want to make him one or not, bro holds the vines of everything going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, Thor has something's going to happen with Loki, bro. He's one of the most powerful people right now. You know what I'm saying? Or at least holds one of the most powerful positions right now. So I'm like, bro, if somebody's gonna go after Thor, if somebody gonna go after Loki, Thor being the brother and me being the brother, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, bro, I'm not letting you go after my brother, bro. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking Thor is gonna be feeling the same way, like, yo, you're not finna just square up on my brother and I'm not gonna be there. It might not even be because of that, but that's just the reason why I thought he would be a main character, you know what I'm saying?
And I could be right in Doomsday. The last character that they have, 5 characters the story's going to revolve around enduring Doomsday. The last character that they have on the list is his brother and Loki, and I think it's very clear that Loki was always going to be a central part of this, although I thought he was going to be more of a MacGuffin, even though that's not really technically the term because we'd know who he was. I thought he's something that all the characters were going to be revolving around, trying to access him why he would be a main character first, more than it be like he's actually involved actively in the story, because presumably he needs to be sitting on that throne holding the multiverse together. He can't also be interacting on certain timelines, because without him in that chair.
But see, look, I'm thinking, you know he got powers, right? Like, can he still use it? But I'm thinking, since he got powers, can he still use the powers that he do have as Loki while he's holding those vines, bro? Can anyone who got powers, if they were holding that vine, use a power? Because I'm thinking he could be omnipresent if he's holding the multiverse together. He could find a way to make himself omnipresent in some type of way. I really don't feel like whoever's sitting in that chair can't do nothing when they in that chair, bro. I mean, it's possible they really can't. But I'm thinking Loki being who he is, he could probably send like an after image or something, you know what I mean? To like send messages or something like that, maybe. Like, hey, yo, somebody is tripping over here. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think Loki could do. But maybe he just have to sit in that chair, which would be kind of messed up, because bro was open for all shots, bro. You know what I'm saying? Which means Thor will most likely go and try to save him.
There's no loom to hold it together anymore.
But I think Dr. Doom was going to be trying to go get people.
Yeah, and he's the anchor, so he can't be in both places at once, or maybe he can. He's been shown to be one of the more powerful characters now we have in the MCU. Still, that being said, I expected his role in the plot to be more of a point of interest or point of contention, not a source of interaction. But keep in mind, Loki is now, again, as I mentioned, probably one of the most powerful characters in the MCU, so Doom is going to have his hands cut out for him trying to defeat a Loki who can stop time at will and basically travel up and down the timeline. Again, if he isn't burdened with having to sit on that throne and be the anchor of the multiverse, which I thought would certainly sideline him during the action of Avengers Doomsday. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, how you feel about these 5.
And man, how y'all feel about those 5 characters? Like bro was saying, I really do like the 5 main characters they chose. I really do, because like Sam Wilson, we want to see what Avengers team he made. So it's a good thing we get in this point of view, because then we get to see the new Avengers team he made, which means we might also see some new characters pop back up. We might see some old characters pop back up, or we might see some new characters making their debut on this team. Loki, we get to see what he's able to do or whatever while he's sitting there on that throne. Thor, we get to see if this is going to be bro last ride. We get to see if he's going to go and try and stop Dr. Doom from trying to get Loki. Also, we might even see the scene where Deadpool was in his arms and Thor was crying. I said crying. That's so crazy. But we might get to see a lot of these scenes that we were like, bro, what happened right here? The point of views we got, those scenes that we wish that we want, like that we was like, bro, what's going on? Most of those events happen from their point of view, or they were in those scenes. You know what I'm saying? So seeing their point of view, we're most likely going to see those scenes that we didn't see, those Easter egg scenes. You know what I'm saying?